Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Midweek War. We are here to talk NXT. I'm Mad Mike. Y'all know who I am. And with me, as advertised, is the one and only Sorgatron. How are you, sir?
I'm standing at the edge of the steel cage, ready to jump.
Wait. There's a cage.
You haven't seen the upgrades to the studio lately.
I have not seen the upgrades. That is a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so brick walls and steel cages. It's good to know that our Sorgatron Media Studios are ever updating.
That Larry really hooks us up.
Oh, all right. I did. Now, Sorg, when you installed the cage, was there cage installing music?
And it's like it takes more to install a cage than the minute to lower it. So the Larry's installing it and he's like, turn that music off. It's getting annoying. We've been going for an hour. I gotta still install this cage.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about NXT.
A simple yes would have done fine, but okay. Sorg, what's your word for NXT?
Painting you a mental picture, and my word of this week is steel.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Sorry, so I'm still in the steel cage bit.
It's okay. My word for this week is workout. You don't remember that part, do you, Sorg?
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll get into it. All right, Sorg.
Oh, wait, no, I do remember that part now.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. All right, Sorg, what is your good this week for NXT?
The UK being represented and mustaches.
Oh my word!
Like I mean, and again, I got the disclaimer. I did kind of detach a little bit while I was watching this a bit. I was preoccupied, just one of those kind of preoccupied watches. I didn't have Legos like Mike did, but it was definitely something else was on my mind and kind of half working on. So by accident, I fell into it. So, but the thing that excited me on the show that is Steel Cage was the prospect of the thing happening next week with the 205 Live and a UK guy.
There's a lot of things about next week that are very exciting.
And then that was a good cage match. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's no fault of the show that I lost attention. Just my own long days. But no, it was the prospects and the setup, and it goes back to that thing I've been talking about how we create these little these playgrounds, the 205 Live one, the NXT, the SmackDown, the Raw, and then we're getting excited about people crossing over in the same company, which is kind of an interesting prospect, right? But it's got that feel of, oh shit, that guy's here, like we had in the ECW WCW days, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's really cool. I love that we're able to do that.
And just the promo between them was great. Because you could see it was like Jack Gallagher was kind of a little heely. Little bit. Just a tad. I liked it.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. I mean, everybody's but everybody's also being a little one-upsy and stuff, so that was good. It was good.
All right. My good this week. Well, I'll say the cage match. Why not? Cage match was fun. It was the only thing that sucked about the cage match was we knew who was going to win. I think it was pretty obvious because he's on his way out that Tye Dillinger was going to win. What I did like was the fact that a guy whose association is with the number 10 won his final match in NXT by leaving the ring.
Yeah. He really walked out of NXT.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like Mick Foley strutting out of ECW, but it was pretty close. It was pretty close. But it was a really fun cage match. Did you see when Eric Young got busted open? Because I did not notice when it happened. All I noticed that when he flew off the top for the big elbow, I'm like, oh wow, he got busted open. I didn't even see when it happened.
No, yeah, I completely missed that again in my kind of half watching this. Yeah. But I liked the sanity coming out, and they were dealt with the other side of their faction and everything. I thought that was cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's into any cage match, interference will happen.
Yeah.
Because that's literally the point of it.
The whole point is to keep people out, and it always fails. But in this case, it worked out.
You know what I did like, though? There was one part where Tye was crawling for a door, and Alexander Wolfe, I think, was there. He didn't slam the steel door onto Tye. He just closed it, which I thought was a cool touch, because you don't see that often.
It's just kind of a nope.
Yeah, he's just like, no, you gotta go in there and fight with my real dad. Like, he just closed it and locked it. I'm like, I like that. I don't know if Tye was too far away and it was supposed to get slammed into his face, but just casually shutting it and standing there like, you didn't say the magic word. Like, that was really good.
I like that.
All right. Thank you.
Also, Eric Young jumping off the top.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
kudos for that.
He's fucking Eric Young, man. He's Eric Young knows how to make a story work. Like, and I like how Sandy was entering on one side and Tye exited through the other. Like, I would have liked to see maybe Tye get a legitimate pin, but I get it. It's fine because you still have to keep Sandy pretty strong. So, all right, Sorg. Not every show is perfect, though, as we know. What would be your bad this week for NXT?
My bad. Well, first of all, I don't know if this is my official bad, but I was sad that I didn't remember who Danny Burch was. They mentioned the UK, and I'm searching my brain, and I was like, oh, that's the guy that his back of his head started bleeding and got knocked out of the match. I was like, good, I want to see more of this guy. Not against Almas.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was on NXT before that, too, as a job guy.
My bad is Almas. Look at that guy partying. He really needs to get his priorities in order. Are they sending a message like to somebody on the roster in the Performance Center or something?
I think they're sending a message to somebody off the roster. Alberto Del Rio. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm fighting a cold. I'm fighting a cold.
You're right. I actually so it was weird. You know this is a side note. You know what's weird is when you like get that notification on Periscope and you watch a thing that happens to have some people. Maybe some people have seen naked now. Some that maybe
you saw Alberto Del Rio naked?
I was just gonna leave that where it's at. And then like, the next day, like he's talking about blah blah blah, and then he's like that ends up news on WrestleZone the next day. It's an interesting spot.
When you were talking about it, I'm like, I didn't piece it together when I was watching it, but when you were saying it like outside of my own headspace, I'm like, oh wow, they're just doing that to Del Rio. Like, that has to be what it is, right? That's got, because initially I was thinking of like sometimes there are star athletes who like go partying in the midst of a season or like right before a playoff or something like that, and sports media shows will rip them like, oh, they're not focusing, they're not paying attention. Like it happened with the Giants last year in the playoffs. It happened with LeBron James a couple weeks ago, like going to a club instead of playing basketball. Like that's what I thought they were alluding to. But knowing WWE, I think that's a very specific message for one person.
It's purely speculation.
Purely speculation.
Speculation.
We have absolutely no knowledge of this one way or another.
I mean,
but it kind of makes a whole lot of sense.
I mean, if almost all of a sudden has like a girlfriend that he's partying with that happens to have a British accent, then we're fucking right. But otherwise, purely speculation.
Or maybe even a female wrestler who's a second generation athlete. But that's none of my business. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that meme on the podcast. I couldn't help it. All right, so
there's a visual there for you guys on audio. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It was me doing the Kermit drinking the tea because I actually have salsa right here. All right, so Sorg, what was your bad? Your bad this week was Wait, did we do your bad yet?
Almost.
Okay. Alberto Del Almas. My bad this week was I wanted to see all of the heavy machinery training video.
I know, right?
That was my bad. So technically, both of our bads are Andrade Almas, because he interrupted what would have been gold. It would have bankrupt DDP Yoga. It would have been amazing. The heavy machinery workout video.
We're coming for you, DDP.
I need it. I want it. I must have it in my life. I love you, Dozovich. Yeah, but I love this thing that NXT is doing. This is the second week we've had this where it's like a bird's eye view of someone doing a backstage segment. Because they did it with Billy and Peyton last week. I kind of like that they're continuing to do this. And I hope we get more of it. Sorg.
Oh, and I'm letting DDP Yoga know on Twitter that their days are numbered.
Oh, good lord.
No, I agree with you though, because again, like we've been talking about, Raw is kind of returning to form when they do more backstagey, interesting stuff like they've been doing with Braun Strowman lately. I think NXT does the same thing where they're doing this performance center, behind the scenes, confrontation kind of stuff. I mean, I feel like that was, where we learned a lot, met a lot of characters that we see on Raw now, right? So yeah, I dig it.
Alrighty. So Sorg, if you could change one thing about NXT this week, what would it be?
Could change one thing. Danny Burch gets a better match.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk about something that happened at the top of the show. I would have liked Bobby Roode to take credit for being the one to take out Hideo Itami.
Oh yeah. Man, Hideo.
I would have loved, because you don't have to do much to do it. Say, hey, I was actually on my way out of my first meeting of Triple H before I signed with NXT. Saw an opportunity, and I took it.
Hideo is very sink or swim with me, and to put him in this position, I thought the Bobby Roode intro was fantastic. It's like, this is my era, blah blah blah. Like Roode is the freaking Ric Flair of NXT, and I love it.
I always knew he was going to be good as soon as he left that other Florida-based company. I didn't know where he'd go, but I knew once he went somewhere else, he'd be really, really good. And all right, so Sorg, did you hear about this story on the internet? Speaking of Bobby Roode, that originally the Glorious theme was supposed to go to Nakamura.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, they had tried to pitch that theme to Shinsuke several times. That's the rumor going around the internets. And I don't know if it works. But, Sorg, if you wanted to try it... we have another mashup. Just switch their entrances.
Does that mean Roode gets Nakamura's?
I mean, it does now in our head canon.
Yeah, I know, right?
It does now in our head canon. I'm okay with that. But yeah, like I can't picture Shinsuke coming out to Glorious. I can't, even if it was just like an instrumental version.
It's so ingrained with you at that point.
Yeah. And Glorious makes more sense for Bobby Roode. It makes more sense. Like,
well, he embraced it. They're able to create something really great around that. Yeah.
So. I mean, yeah. But so yeah, Sorg, if you wanted to make those things, that would be pretty fun.
Are you intimating that maybe something should happen, or?
I mean, I think it'd be good. I think it'd be really good. But Sorg, we have to talk about something else. The women's division in NXT. They had a nice little video package for the women this week.
They did.
where it was all like, I want to take out Asuka. I want to take out Asuka. Like, does this end up Asuka versus the world?
Are you we get a Alexa Bliss versus the world kind of thing going on?
Mm-hmm. Also, I think we need to redo our NXT women's jumble.
Oh, NXT women's potluck.
The women's potluck. Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's been overdue for a while.
I think we need to bring that back, and I think we need to redo it.
That's right, Mainstream Matt. Let's make it happen.
Yes, Matt. We know you listen, and if you don't listen, why the fuck aren't you listening?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, come on.
Where you been?
Watch the product.
He had to
Watch the product.
He had to take vacation after that Mayhem Mania. I know it drained. Oh come on, he's at the epicenter of that thing.
Sorg. If you want to talk Mania Mayhem, I watched over 111 hours.
Yeah, but I think he had a crazy wall.
I made math. I made math and graphics and shit.
Anyways,
yeah, we're all there. We're all right there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. It's all right. It's all right, Matt. You can just ignore us. It's okay. Fine. All right. Was there anything else that we missed? This week, Sorg, I think we pretty much. Oh, next week we're getting Almas versus Drew McIntyre.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I'm more excited for NXT next week than I was about it this week, I think. Oh, rankings. Sorg, where out of the 2 shows that you watched this week did you rank NXT?
As I say on 205, not for any fault of this being a bad show or anything. It's number 2, but both shows kind of came in under last week's shows across the board.
Okay.
Between NXT 205 at least.
If we had gotten a full Heavy Machinery workout video, this would have been number 1 for the rest of the month. As it stands, it is number 2 for the week. I liked NXT this week. I thought it was cool that Tye Dillinger got his moment. It was weird that No Way Jose didn't come out to attack Sandy too. I wonder if he's legitimately injured or if they're just repackaging him or something.
Could be. You never know.
Yeah,
the pacing.
Because I haven't heard anything about him being injured. But who knows? He might come back as Yes Way Jose and attack Cassius Ohno as a heel.
Yeah, it seemed really random. But anyways.
Yeah. All right. So Sorg, where can the good people of the internet find you?
SorgatronMedia.com. Big announcements coming soon that I think you guys are going to like. I think a lot of wrestling fans will be into some of the stuff coming up over there that are not wrestling, but still interesting, maybe a little scary as well.
Scary, Sorg? Don't scare me. I don't like being scared. All right, you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, go to @Mayhem Show. Hit up the hashtag MM for when I live tweet programs. And please check out 32 Manias of Mike on our YouTube feed and available on the Mayhem Super feed. And go to our Facebook group. You can still vote for your favorite WrestleManias. We have a bracket open. It's 4 different quadrants, all divided by geographical location. And vote for your favorite Mania. The poll's open, I think, until the first week of May. So go over there, make your voice heard, and we'll report on everything at when the poll is closed. All right, so for Sorgatron, I'm Mad Mike, and we will see you next week on the Midweek War.